Yeah, good evening, Mr. Lawson, evangelist.
Yeah,
It's been long time, eh? It's been long time.
yeah. I wasn't really online all this time because I had some things that I was doing, so I decided to be offline for some short time.
Okay. So, how did you meet your American buyer?
Okay, he met me yesterday. He sent me a message yesterday that somebody is trying to take a shipment fee for gold from Cameroon. That he just saw the company name I have, and I said, let me check on it. So when I checked on it, I said, no, that is not me. But it's funny. How can you buy a gold? Somebody is telling that he wants to ship you gold, and in Africa they don't ship gold. So it's funny that you come yourself and buy. That's what they do in Africa. And he said the person has already sent him a pro forma invoice. So he sent me the pro forma invoice. So I looked at it and I just laughed because when I saw it, I know it was scam. So I was just try. I was like explaining to you. I say I have a boss of mine who sells gold. I can connect you with her and everything goes smoothly. I don't see why you be in America and you're expecting somebody to ship you a gold from Africa, of which they don't do that.
That's correct. Gold has to be paid in Cameroon. The tax in Cameroon is 17%. Don't you know that?
I know.
The tax is very high in Cameroon. That is why their
Yes,
gold
very
is
high, very very high.
that's why the gold is smuggled into Ghana, is smuggled into Nairobi, is smuggled into Kampala because of the taxes of the government is very high, 17%.
So
So
I was trying to discuss with him the whole of yesterday. So he said we will talk today. So I know I've just checked his time. I realized it's 5:08 at the time I checked. It's still morning, so he's still asleep. So I want him to get up. When he gets up, we'll talk more. I'll send him those messages you sent to me so that he reads them, and then if he's okay with it, okay, he can come down and buy.
So, what is your buyer's requirement? Why he need gold? What is the purpose? Because, of course, every buyer has a purpose to buy because of the demand. What he is going to intend to use, you have to ask him.
So what? Yes, I have to ask him that one because we have not really discussed on what he was just like trying to tell me. So he asked me if it was a scam. I say yes, it could be a scam, but to me it's a scam because looking at the idea of how they are selling it to him is a scam. So
How
you should
much?
be very
How
careful
much
the
does
way.
the person offer to that American buyer? How much? What is the price?
The price he gave him a kilo for 37,000.
No, that is not right. That is
Yeah, it's not right.
undervalue.
And
That
then
is
and all together because I saw because the guy since he wanted to buy more, so he told him they should start first with 3 kilos. So altogether the money is 111,000. So I told him that guy that money is as a scam. If you give that money, you're going to cry. So
that's
it's better you
right.
buy to people that you know that they sell.
3 kilo is not worth it for him to travel. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
not
worth it.
really worth it because in Africa, I just been to Africa. I just been to Sierra Leone and Conakry. The real exporter would not sell his gold under value because there is a government sales tax on that gold. So the buyer has
Yeah.
to buy at least 10 to 20 kilos, at least. If he buy 3 kilos, I would rather discourage him not to travel because it's not worth it for him.
But I don't think it's 3 kilo he wants to buy. It's just that it seems as if it's something like a trial something, and then he wants to try something. But this one that will be traveling, maybe he's going to add the kilos. So I will have to discuss with him and try to see if he will buy more than that.
Yeah, because this to me, if he come to me, I will rather discourage him so that he would not be
Okay.
burned out. Because in
Okay.
Africa last month. I was in Africa for a month, and I
Yeah.
met a lot of buyer that has been burned out. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
would rather discourage anyone to try a trial of 3 kilos is not worth it. Why is not worth it? To buy a ticket, it's cost money for him, and hotel is cost money. Everything in Africa cost money. So when he buy three
Money. Yeah.
kilos, it's not worth it for him to bring to United States. At least buy 20, then you get a profit, even profit, not much. Okay, so you get the profit, maybe 60,000 profit out of 20 kilos. Yes, you have
Okay.
to invest money to make money. You cannot just
Yeah.
say, I will buy gold as a CIF cost insurance and freight. No, it wouldn't work because in Africa they need cash. This is cash transaction. Yes. Hmm. So
Okay.
you got me. So what you have to do, evangelist? I think your name is not really evangelist. What is your real name?
My name is Lawson.
Lawson. Okay. Lawson, you read first the full corporate on Mali. Read it first,
Mm-hmm.
digest it. Don't be excited because this is million
Okay.
dollars your buyer is buying. Right. And I want the
Okay.
buyer to understand that Africa is the main source of gold and diamond. But buyer has no idea about the country. So you need to read it first
Okay.
and then digest that extensive full corporate offer of Mali. Question and answer is on that WhatsApp of yours. Then you let your buyer understand. All right. And if
Okay.
the buyer wants to get gold in Mali, yes, I do travel with him. I have to travel in order to assist him on the ground. I do.
Okay.
So watch that video and read it thoroughly before you're going to send it to your buyer. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much,
Okay.
Lawson, and have a nice morning to you and good evening here in Australia.
Okay. Good
All
morning
right.
in
Thank you.
Cameroon.
Good evening, everyone. Today is Thursday, August 11. I just finished having a conference. A guy from Cameroon, he knows me for a number of years, and he approached me. Okay, and you, Mr. Buyer, if you're watching this video, if you really want to invest in gold because gold is world asset, I don't know what do you want to use, but think about it. You cannot just get gold CIF or undervalue. You were being offered. I was talking to Mr. Lawson. His buyer was offered 37. That is only 10 carats. So that is the reason why people become burned out because of the undervalued price. There is no way you will get the gold out of Africa undervalued. Why? There is a regulations on every country. In every country, there is a government sales tax. The government sales tax is when you buy any commodities, any product on that particular country, there is always government sales tax. In United States, you have a government sales tax called GST. In Australia, we have government sales tax with is GST 10%. So every country have a regulation. You cannot deny that. You cannot hide. You have to buy the product plus government sales tax. Now, how are you able to get the gold? Of course, you need to travel. Of course, you have to send a letter of intention to purchase coming from you as a buyer. Of course, as being a buyer, you need to introduce yourself that you are a buyer. What carat are you looking for? What purity are you looking for? What mode of payment are you going to buy? What necessary requirements that you will get when you take the gold out of the country? The requirement is in front of you. On my YouTube channel, it says, show more. You read it first thoroughly, then you will see what requirements you are going to get when you pay the gold bank to bank. because of money laundering and gold laundering. So there is a step by step. Mhm. Now, when you travel, especially you come to Wilhelmina, you as the buyer, you need to identify yourself. You need to provide us your company name, your importation license, where the gold to be brought. Because you are going to resell it to your own customer. It's none of our business. Our business, we have the gold, we travel, you're gonna be invited. In spec of your order, minimum at least 20. All right? If you have the money, yes, we can do business. But if you said, I'm gonna buy 3 kilos, I would rather discourage you because you wouldn't get the profit. On the first trial, if you're gonna invest in gold, at least maybe 10 to 20. In every country, in Conakry, the minimum order is 20. In Mali, my seller will consider at least 10 to 15 kilos. Why? You will get a little bit of profit, but 5 kilos, you wouldn't get profit at all. So what a waste of time. Because there is also a cost for your travel. And Wilhelmina, when I travel with you, yes, I do charge my travel cost as well to accompany you so that you will not be burned out. So when I'm on the ground, I can assist you and I have to find alternative if the seller would not agree on you, even though you're gonna be invited. It happened. So secretly, I will find other means to contact other seller because you are paying my trip. You are paying my services. My services is not for free. I do charge. When I travel with you, I do charge 15,000 to cover my travel cost. Why? From Australia to Africa, let's say, because every time I travel to Africa, I always stop over in Dubai. From Australia to Dubai, the airfare is 4,200. 5 years ago, 7 years ago, when I travel, this is my fourth time to travel to Africa a year this year. 5 months ago or 7 months ago, the airfare from Australia to Dubai was 2,800. Now, recently, when I booked my ticket, it's already almost 4,000. So I just returned from my trip. I went to Sierra Leone and Conakry. Today, the airfare is 4,300. Why? Because of the inflation, because of the scarcity of petrol, scarcity of everything. So there is an increase, right? So hotel accommodation alone, $130 or $200 plus government sales tax. So there is a cost. Now, you're going to say, oh, well, Amina, why are you going to charge me? Yes, I do. You are using me to take you in order to supervise you. That is my services. 15,000 cover airfare, hotel accommodation is spending money. However, you will not be a loser if you follow and read the full corporate offer. Now you're gonna say, well, Amina, what price of gold today? Now I'm going back to the gold price. The gold is volatile at the moment, very volatile. Okay. Now the price of gold today is 57,587 per kilo. All right. Now, selling price of 22 karat is 52,600 selling price. Now you're gonna say, oh, too expensive. Of course, you are buying expensive item. Gold is not cheap. Now you got the price of gold today on the world market. Today is August 11. Is 57,402.07. We give you less 5%. I'm gonna use my calculator. So 57 on the market, world market, that is refined. Okay? So you are buying unrefined. 57,402.07 less 5%. minus 57,402.07. That is $54,000 per kilo. However, when I travel with you, because I'm charging you my service fee to cover my transport, I might give you, I will pressure my head office to give you maybe 8 to 10%, but don't bank on it because you have not confirmed, you have not convinced Wilhelmina. So when you are going to convince Wilhelmina that you are a real buyer, I will ask my seller to give you maybe 10%. Let's say 57,402.07 less at 10%. You got the profit of 5,740 per kilo. Minimum order must be 20 kilos. Less 20 kilos, you wouldn't get the profit. Now, of course, on the first trial, you wouldn't get much profit because you have a limited cost. But when you increase every month, that is the time you will get the profit on the second shipment. On the first shipment, your profit just little, just even. Because you don't know us and we don't know you. You need to have a trial. Don't jump into big quantity. Start. In Mali, they will consider 15 kilos. In Sierra Leone, they will consider 10 kilos. Okay? In Conakry, their minimum order at least 15 to 20 kilos. So it depends on your capability. And you need to have a capital. Don't travel if you don't have money. Don't travel that you are going to leverage. Don't. You're going to fail if you're going to leverage. You have less capital. So you need to have money in order to pay the gold cash payment bank to bank because you're only allowed to carry $10,000. That is the requirement of every country. When you get out from your country, you declare that in custom how much you are taking money out of the country. Right. So here in Australia, we have to declare how much money I have to bring. I only take 6,000 plus my Visa card. Right. So that is the requirement because of money laundering. Okay? So the payment must be bank to bank. Before you're going to pay the gold bank to bank, you need to have a contract with us to my seller. So you need to send an L.O.I, letter of intention, to purchase coming from you. This is what you're going to do. Wilhelmina, I watch your explanation on YouTube and I went to your Facebook. I am a buyer. I have to try to purchase 15 kilos or 20 kilos in order for me to resell it to my own customer. Because you have your own customer. You buy from us as a wholesale, you resell it, whatever the price of the day, you get the profit. Right. So, second shipment, that is the time you will get a good profit because you're going to increase your order when your buyer is happy because you are going to resell it to a refinery or you are going to resell it to the jewelry manufacturer or the company who manufacture spare parts. You are going to resell it. So it's up for you to sell it whatever the price on the world market. That is why we are giving you a discount. Now, if you're dealing with so many broker, of course you have to pay your buyer's agent. I only charge you my travel cost. Now, you're going to say, oh, too expensive. Of course. You are buying expensive item. So, in return, you will get a good discount rather than 5%. Okay, you don't have the money much. You travel alone. I will arrange the contract. Okay? But what happens if there is an issue? I wouldn't be able to assist you then. It's better you take Wilhelmina because if whatever happen, I can find an alternative to contact different seller. It doesn't matter if you sign a contract, if both parties doesn't agree, at least Wilhelmina is with you. And my 15,000 travel cost is non-refundable. So be prepared. You need to be prepared that you have money standby in your bank account. You need to transfer the payment. First of all, you need to have a contract. You have to send me a copy of your business registration, importation license, and where the gold to be shipped, whether in United States or in Dubai. So that is your business. Now everything is in front of you. Take time to read. Take time to digest it. Listen to every video on this video. I will give you the link on my Facebook platform. You can choose whether Mali, Conakry, Sierra Leone. Right. So you have a freedom to choose. But this is not CIF. This is not letter of credit. This is F.O.B. You buy the product, inspect, and test in order for you to get the assay report. There's a cost on assay report of $100 per kilo. If you use Mali, the gold has to be assay at DNGM. If you use in Sierra Leone, the geological laboratory, or in Conakry at the central bank. So if I'm were you, you invest money to buy a gold tester, just like a gun. You can buy that online. Okay? That is not my job. That's only my suggestion. So you're gonna invest money in order for you to be equipped. Okay? So, on the first trial, you get the profit just a little bit. But when you increase, because you're going to sign a contract long-term supply, let's say second shipment, 50 kilos, then that is the time you will get the profit. Then third shipment, 100 kilos. Yes, you will get a handsome profit. So the price of gold is volatile at the moment. It fluctuates. So don't bank on it. I was giving you a brief discussion of the price of gold. I will give you the link on the world market on this video. I want you to go thoroughly. Don't be excited, because to me, I'm not excited to deal with you unless you are equipped. Yeah? I would love to do business with you. I would love to help you, and I would love to assist you if you are capable to pay, because gold is not for credit at all. This is cash business. Even diamond is not a credit. It is a cash business. You need to travel. You don't need to be scared. I'm a woman from Australia. I travel by myself. I don't have any security guard. Once you were invited by the seller, you are a valued customer. Don't be scared because I'm going to be with you. Okay? Of course, we're going to stay in a 5-star hotel for our protection because we are both foreigner. But even though we are both foreigner, Wilhelmina is a marketing consultant of the seller. You only pay my travel cost to assist you. There's a saying, spend money to make money. Does that make sense? I think I already explained it to you, Mr. Buyer. Read it first, digest it. The full corporate offer, question and answer is in front of you or on my platform on Facebook. Have a nice morning to you, whoever you are, whether you are in Africa or whether in United States or you are in Europe. It's morning. Here in Australia, it's already 8:43 in the evening, Thursday. Have a nice day. I shall see you on live video conference, either on Skype, WhatsApp, or Botem. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening again.